This classic beef stew recipe is perfect for the chilly weather we're having here in Ohio. It's delicious and doesn't require you to babysit it very much during the long cooking time. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Stephanie and this is Ginger Snap Kitchen. I combined some flour and black pepper in a bowl, added some beef chunks, and tossed it until it was well coated. I picked up a pound of stew meat from the store because I forgot to take my chuck roast out of the freezer the day before. Next, I heated a couple teaspoons of oil in my Dutch oven. I added the beef and cooked it until it was browned on all sides. I cooked it in 2 batches to make sure the pot didn't get overcrowded. This process took about 5 minutes per batch and created some good fond on the bottom of the pot. Next, I removed the beef from the pot and set it aside. I added half a large diced onion to the pot, followed by a splash of red wine. I cooked the onion in the wine, scraping the bottom of the pot to ensure I scraped up all the delicious brown bits. I added 2 generous tablespoons of tomato paste and cooked it along with the onions for a few minutes until it began to caramelize. This step adds a tremendous amount of flavor to the final dish. After that, I added some red wine vinegar and a bit of Worcestershire sauce. Then I added the rest of the red wine, followed by a few cups of beef broth. I added the beef back to the pot along with 2 bay leaves. I brought it to a boil, then reduced it to a simmer. I remembered to add a sprig of thyme at the last second. I covered the pot and stirred it occasionally until the beef was tender. That took about an hour and a half. I fished out the thyme and the bay leaves, then it was time to add some vegetables. I added a few sliced carrots and continued to simmer for about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, I added a pound of diced potatoes and simmered for another 30 minutes until the potatoes and carrots were tender. I skimmed off some of the weird solids that were present after it simmered for a while. I checked the seasoning once it was ready and adjusted the salt and pepper to my liking. I ended up adding a surprising amount of salt, but you can season it however you like. In the last 5 minutes, I added 2 cups of frozen peas. This turned out great. I loved it. It was rich and beefy and very comforting. Plus, it was the kind of dish that was even better over the following 2 days. I hope you'll give it a try, and I hope you'll come back and see me again very soon. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.